All right, let's talk about something that I know is a massive issue for a lot of UK electrical contractors. That constant pressure to drop your price just to win a job. Today, we're going to dig into how you can flip that script, how you can shift from competing on price to competing on value. Trust me, it's the key to building a much more profitable and honestly, a more sustainable business. Let's get into it. Does this sound familiar? You spend your valuable time pricing up a job, you put a quote in, and then you hear those dreaded words, oh, someone else can do it cheaper. You feel that squeeze, right? That pressure to knock a bit off just to get the work. Well, if that's you, you're definitely not alone. But it's a really dangerous trap to fall into. You know, there's actually a name for this damaging cycle. It's called the race to the bottom. So let's have a proper look at what it is and why it's such a massive trap for your business. So what do we actually mean by that? Well, it's pretty simple. It's that constant game of trying to be the cheapest quote every single time. And look, it might feel like you're winning in the short term, you get the job, but it forces you to sacrifice your profit, maybe cut corners on quality, and ultimately it just drains your own well-being. It's a fight where, in the long run, nobody actually wins. The thing is, the real cost of being the cheapest is way, way higher than you might think. It has this knock-on effect that can seriously damage your entire business from the ground up. And you can see how this all just spirals, right? First, you start attracting customers who only care about one thing, the lowest price. They don't give a toss about your expertise or the quality of your work. They will drop you in a heartbeat for a cheaper quote. Second, your profit margins get squeezed so tight you can't afford to invest back into your own business. No new tools, no updated training, nothing. And finally, to make up for that tiny profit, you have to take on a ridiculous amount of work, which leads directly to one place, burnout. Okay, but here's the good news. There is a much, much better way to run your business, and that's by shifting your entire focus from price to value. This is the profitable alternative that puts you back in control. Just look at this comparison. It lays out the two roads you can take, and the difference is, well, it's night and day. On the left, you've got the price-driven path. That leads to low margins, constant stress, and total burnout. But on the right, the value-driven approach, that opens the door to healthy profits, sustainable growth, clients who actually respect your skills, and a real sense of pride in what you do. I mean, the choice is pretty clear, isn't it? Okay, so that all sounds great, but how do we actually do it? Let's get into the practical stuff, your value-based toolkit. These are real, actionable strategies you can start using this week to command higher prices. Here are 3 key steps to get you started. First, position yourself as a specialist. Stop being a generalist, a jack of all trades. Become the go-to expert for something in high demand, like EV charging or smart home installations. Second, you have to actively highlight your value. Talk about your qualifications, your NISIC or NAPIT accreditations. Remind customers why you're worth it. And third, and this is a big one, stop marketing to the bargain hunters. Target customers who are actually looking for reliability and expertise, not just the cheapest quote they can find. Now listen to this, because this is a fantastic pro tip. When a customer pushes you for a discount, don't just cave and cut your price. Instead, add more value. Offer to include a free electrical safety check, or maybe fix a couple of minor little things as part of the job. You see what this does? It maintains your price point, but the customer feels like they're getting an amazing deal. It reinforces your value, it doesn't cheapen it. Tiered pricing is another powerful tool. Just look at this example for a consumer unit upgrade. By offering a basic, a standard, and a premium package, you give the customer a sense of control. And here's the fascinating part. Most people, when given 3 options, will avoid the absolute cheapest one because they think it's low quality, and they'll pick the one in the middle. It's a simple bit of psychology, and it's a brilliant strategy that can instantly increase the value of your average job. All of these strategies we've talked about, specializing, adding value, tiered pricing, they're all rooted in one fundamental thing, a shift in your mindset. It's all about recognizing the true value of your skills and having the confidence to charge what you're actually worth. Seriously, remember this. You've spent years training, honing your craft. You solve complex problems, and you keep people safe in their own homes. Your expertise has immense value. It's time to start pricing it accordingly. So, I'll leave you with a question to think about. Based on everything we've covered today, what is the one tangible change you can make in your business this week to start competing on value, not on price? Thanks for tuning in.